I'm not sure if you remember, but a few days ago I did this spinner here, which I called the Fatty, or Fatty spinner. You can see it's really chunky, and to be honest, it was a bit of a beast. You know, been playing with it a lot since, sort of on and off. On because I want to play it, but off because I've made a bunch of other spinners since then. What I've got today in my random box of spinner prototypes is another one I got cut on the same day, actually. I don't know why I had to think about that. As you can see here, it's pretty rough. We need to do some sanding on it. I'm not going to do the same thing though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some sort of angles and bevels and things. Not only that, but the core that we're going to put in, the buttons, instead of being flush, they will stick out a bit. And also, we have some copper buttons to go on it. Actually, very quickly, I have just done a short run of titanium mechanical pencils. So these are titanium mechanical pencils that I designed, and we make and sell them. This video, definitely not doing them justice, but you know, I'm just showing you because, well, two reasons. One, you know, it's my YouTube channel, it's my video. I get up at 5 every morning to edit these videos, so I'm like, I can do some sort of blatant self-promotion for my products that I sell on my website. Anyway, those are fully grade 5 titanium mechanical pencils. They got Japanese internal mechanisms. They're like, yeah, out of interest, those are the ones that, you know, when my machinist and I, we first made them, he got one and I got one, just very crude, rough prototypes. And we used them constantly since then. He's still got his original prototype on his desk. It's his main thing that he uses every day in his workshop, doing all this fancy CNC stuff. So, you know, it's yeah, it's a top pencil, even if I say so myself. The other reason for showing you is, day after day I'm doing these spinners, you know, like the Fatty spinner, the Alien spinner, and all these sort of random prototypes. And people are getting kind of annoyed, and you know, rightly so, that I'm not actually producing anything. And that maybe I don't actually produce anything. I do produce stuff, it's just right now I've got a real capacity problem. Running a project where there is 1,000 or 1,200 titanium click pens, just like the mechanical pencils there, but a pen being made, and that's just taking a hell of a lot of machining time, and so it's just a capacity problem. I want to sell you spinners, I really do. I'm struggling in sort of for the next few weeks, even though I've been saying that for a few weeks. Don't you know, it is getting low, it is getting hard, 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 hard. I need secrets to be a part of me. And there we have it. Truthfully, I think it's turned out really well. Looks similar to one I did before, but just smaller and chunkier, really. Take a look at this. Right, what we need to do now is, oh, actually, I did like Scotch-Brite on all the corners. I didn't tumble it in that tumbler there. Like, I sometimes do it, I sometimes don't have time today, but you know, that would make it feel better. But what I did is just go over it with a sort of soft Scotch-Brite wheel, and that just takes the edge off the corner, so they're not these sharp right angles. But I think it's time to put the core in it. The main bit is brass, and the buttons are a kind of thicker copper. This is made by NTO Designs. Now I know I say this every time, but there's something, I don't know, this one just looks really good. Like this just chunkiness, the button is chunky. It's, you know, it's, already I know that I can basically write off the rest of the night, or at least half the night. I'm going to be playing with this. Truthfully, it's a little bit loose in here. I would have cut the center of this, the body of it a little bit too loose, so it kind of slides a little bit, but I'll put a little bit of glue on just for testing purposes. But yeah, it's looking really good. You know, I can't stop fiddling with this thing. Wait there. This is the one that I made the other day. As you know, I just called this one the Fatty. And this is the same one but with beveling. And you know, I think it looks a lot better. I mean, they both look good. I think it looks a lot better. But I can tell you, this one feels so much better. There's something about the angles that your finger can just touch. I said I was going to make this one, or a form of it, when I made it. I said I'm going to make it. I will, but I think it will be this one if I'm absolutely, totally, brutally, no holds barred honest with you. It's just, yeah, I don't know how many times I can say it's just, but it is. And so, yep, that's my evening planned. I will call it a day at that. I will leave you with a quote. It is by J.M. Barrie, and he said, "We are all failures, at least the best of us are."